What's up? This is Metal Nate.
And this is Brutal Brian.
And we are here with Jared from 28 The Hero. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome, man. Got like 3 hours of sleep. I'm getting ready to get on stage.
So 3 hours of sleep. Where were you driving from?
We had a show up in northern Maine, Bangor, and we...
Bangor? No.
Bangor.
Hardly know it.
No one actually pronounces it Bangor up there. And when I was super upset when I got up there and everyone was calling it Bangor.
Everyone else calls it Bangor though, like outside of there. It's really weird.
It's like a Bangor. Oh.
But yeah, put your Mainer accent on for that.
Oh, I'm terrible at accents. Whenever I try to do any accent, it becomes like a weird hybrid of like Irish and like Arab. No,
I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
I don't want to do it.
Okay. So you just put out your new album, Statement of Purpose.
Yep, it came out like a couple months ago, and we went on tour with. It came out while we were on tour with Memphis May Fire and Us From Outside and This Romantic Tragedy. And
those guys are great. This Romantic Tragedy.
It was great, man. All three of those bands were like the coolest bands ever. We had heard horror stories about going out with bands and like kind of clashing and stuff, but like we were so lucky to meet up with just like the coolest dudes ever, and just it was like a serious like bro down every night. It was awesome.
Was it like more of like a? So it was more of like a relaxed like tour. No one was like on any other like band's cases.
Nah, man. We like a couple nights of the tour. It was pretty awesome. We would like go to like Walmart parking lots, and we totally like circle the wagons, like all the vans, and actually one of the dudes from Memphis brought like a grill.
So you have a cookout in the parking
cookout
lot?
at like 3 a.m. in a Walmart parking lot, and like we did that like 2 or 3 times, and it was just a great time.
Doesn't get more metal than that.
Doesn't get more metal than a bunch of unshowered dudes cooking like some haggard ass burgers in a Walmart parking lot.
So you guys are playing this show right now. What are you doing after this show?
After this,
Like,
we're playing a lot of regional shows right now, and we're trying to get together a tour for the fall. We've got a couple possibilities, some I'm really excited about, but I don't want to be like, we're doing this, and then have it fall through, so I can't really, nothing locked in yet.
And before, this is your first album on your new label, is that right?
Yep, this is our first album on, Chris Adler from Lamb of God teamed up with these guys at the End Records to start his own label called Rethink.
Yeah, it's like an imprint of them.
Yeah, right? And we're the first record they've put out actually, and it's been pretty cool. They've been super supportive of everything we do, and they just kind of like they heard our demos, and they were just kind of like, we were wondering what it was going to be like recording, now that we're signed. Are they going to not let us do this or whatever? But they were just pretty much, they heard our demos. They're like, all right, go in, make your record. And when we were done, they listened to it. They're like, awesome, make that song the first track. That was their whole, that was the input they had. They're like, that song right there, that's the first track. So we just got to go in with because our producer, Josh Wilbur, he worked with Lamb of God a bunch. So that's another reason they kind of trusted us. Yeah, he's my brother.
Yeah.
He's my brother. So, I mean, we'd worked with him a ton. Chris Adler had worked with him. So after hearing, like, our demo material and having a working relationship with Josh, he's like, I know you guys, I trust that you guys are going to make the record that you should be making. And we just went in and were able to, do what we do with the people we do it with, but actually take our time and not have to do it, like, in a single weekend like we used to before.
That's pretty awesome.
Great time.
So are you guys should tour with Lamb of God then? I mean, if you're already that involved with Chris Adler. He does a lot of stuff
I
with
would
bands
love
too,
to.
right?
I would love to. I'm a huge fan. That would be I wonder how the Lamb of God fans would respond. That we'd start out, we'd be okay. I'd be like screaming, but the moment
get Randy to come out.
The moment I start singing, they'd be like, "What is this?" No, I'm just kidding.
There's not enough screaming in this.
No, I would love to. We're all huge fans. We all listen to so many different types of music. Like I love bands like Lamb of God and Every Time I Die, and Pantera is one of my all-time favorite bands. But that doesn't mean I don't jam New Found Glory all the time and stuff like that. Like,
you jamming some Kesha in that car of yours?
Kesha? Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that. Our bass player, Nate, is going through this huge, inexplicable dance music phase. I think it's all he listens to. And he doesn't even know why. He's like, I don't know why, dude. Last, month, all I've been listening to is dance music.
That is pretty great.
No, but, I get, bummed out when people only listen to one genre of music. Because if music is your whole life, there are people who hardcore music is my life. It's the most important thing in my life. But if the most important thing in your life is music, but you hate 99.9% of it, what a depressing life. Like, the thing that's most important to me, I hate it all. What a bummer. So I like it when people like diversify and listen to all sorts of types of music. I mean, that's how Toy the Hero sound came about. We listened to so many different types of music, and we try to squeeze it all into one song.
So is this pretty much as close to a hometown show as you guys get, or are you guys gonna be playing some in Maine?
Yeah, we play. Well, we played up in Bangor. That's like 3 hours north, but Maine is Maine. That's kind of like a home area.
So you guys are from Portland, right?
Yeah, like the Portland area. We play. We play Portland shows whenever we can. We also play in like Dover, New Hampshire. That's literally like 10 minutes from where we live. So that's kind of it's New Hampshire, but it's kind of our hometown.
And that's the Brick House next week, right?
Yeah, July 3rd at the Brick House. It's going to be a great show. Our buddies Hell on Earth and Legend Has It and Sufferer. It's going to be awesome.
Awesome.
And lots of hardcore bands.
Yeah, I know. Maine hardcore and Massachusetts and New Hampshire hardcore. It's going to be good.
It's going to be awesome, man.
So you guys are one of like 2 bands that's been signed for Maine. Is there it's to like a major label? I mean, because the only other band is Last Chance to Reason in the last like year recently.
Yeah, well, there's also Last Chance to Reason. That was really exciting that things started to pick up for them around the same time as us. Also, our friend Sparks to Rescue.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
They've been doing it for a while. They just released their new album. I haven't picked it up yet. I'm sorry, guys, but I've heard good things. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited that a scene that's been a big part of my life since I was like 12 has been starting to branch out and get some recognition, and it's really exciting for me.
Do you think it's finally gonna be like picking up more? Do you think this is a trend that could continue?
I would hope so, because there's so much talent in Maine and in small areas. Like, it's a disadvantage to be so far away from the major markets, and I feel like once people started to get noticed, I think it all started with the Killing Moon years ago. They ended up breaking up, but they got signed to Fearless, and I think once they kind of broke through, people noticed Sparks, they noticed us and Last Chance, and
hopefully it continues.
Hopefully it continues, man. I have a lot of friends that I'd love to see get the recognition they deserve.
Excellent. And did you want to talk a little bit about A Statement of Purpose?
Yeah, it's I'm super proud of it. It's we went in and just wanted to make music that we wanted to listen to, and one of my pet peeves with a lot of albums is people seem to write 10 songs over and over again, like one song 10 times. It's an awesome song usually, but it's kind of like
this. It's
kind of the same thing. We tried really hard. I'd say that one of our focuses was we wanted to write a cohesive record, like obviously sound like the same band, but have every song have a unique identity, and I don't want people to get bored and turn it off after track 5, you know, like, and I really feel like we achieved that, and there are people, the album's only been out for like a couple months, and there are people singing along to like song, like the last track on the album and everything, and that's an achievement to me, because there are lots of records I don't make it past track 6. Like when they play track 10, I'm like, I've never heard that song before.
You don't learn it. Definitely, that means they made it to the end track more than once.
Exactly.
They've been spinning it several times, so that's good.
But people have told us that I'm really proud of the record. I think it's a consistent record, and I think it sounds legit, because we also tried really hard to make it sound like 5 dudes playing. Like not a whole lot of extra stuff going on, like playing real drums, you know, like
Pro Tools.
Well, Pro Tools, but Pro Tools mainly as a tape machine, you know, like you know, just hit play, record, not like 10 billion tracks of guitars, not like a whole lot of other stuff. Just I mean, obviously a little bit, but like we're trying, because we want to make an exciting record, but we also want it to sound like, you know, 5 dudes playing and have that cohesive live energy, and I think we met our goals. I'm really proud of it. I think it sounds sweet. It sounds legit.
Awesome. And are there any goals you have for the rest of the year then?
Oh, I want to hit the road as much as possible. Like we went on that one first tour that we didn't have to book ourselves, and now that I've tasted it, I don't want to stop. And also my big goal, the big goal for the band in our career is we so want to get outside the country, like tour like Europe, or I think I can die happy. Me and Jack, our guitarist, can die happy the moment we make it to Japan. We want to go there super bad, so just hitting the road, staying out as much as possible.
Sounds good. Really quickly, I just have one more question. Or actually, I'm gonna have you ask this question. You're on the spot.
You know how music is being bought on iTunes now instead of the actual CD? Mm-hmm. How does that affect like your band's artwork or whatever? Like picking up CDs at the store, my favorite part is the artwork on the cover.
Right. Or just illegally downloading even.
Illegally downloading is it's quite a double-edged sword, because obviously the more people get a chance to hear your record, the better. You know, like it's way better for us to have. The more people have our music, the better. But at the same time, you know, you need money to keep the lights on. You know, when you're on tour, that's your job, and you can't. There's only so many hours in the day. You can't be working at Dunkin' Donuts and touring. Yeah. So you need to make enough money in the band to be able to be a band and not have to be like, I'd love to record next month, guys, but I need to work. You know, like, so as long as enough people care about the band enough to be like, you know, maybe I ought to help them out. Because that confuses me whenever people like steal an album but they love it. I'm like, all right, you seem to love that band's music but not give a crap about them? Because I'm not saying I've never done that in my life. But when I download something, I am overcome with so much guilt that I have to go out and buy it, because I'm like, these guys, I love their music. It's affecting my life and making my life better. I think they deserve my $10, you know, like, so that they can pay their rent or pay their cell phone bill.
But does it make a difference to you if someone bought it, like, as Amanda was asking?
Physical or iTunes? Nah, I mean, I personally like having a physical CD, but the convenience is there, and it doesn't make any difference to me. If they like directly, like, the convenience is great, and you know, they're supporting us just as much either way.
Okay.
If you download it off iTunes, you're supporting the band just as much as going to the CD store and buying it. I guess it's a matter of whether you want to support a CD store or not, because Apple is doing okay. Record stores, they probably could use the business too. So I personally say go out to a record store. Then you also have a physical copy, so that when your computer eventually shits the bed, you don't have to re-download it. You got the hard copy right there. And then the artist who works so hard on the artwork, you get to enjoy that. There are lyrics in the booklet that that don't come with iTunes. I like physical CDs, but
I think you make a good case for it.
Physical? Yeah. A dying fad? Not as much as people are. I think collectors will always want it, because now that there is iTunes, people are releasing a lot of like special editions and stuff with like cool like packaging and stuff. I don't know, like I get really excited about cool packaging stuff that we haven't had the chance to do yet. Like the last Dillinger Escape Plan album, Option Paralysis. That is the most
insane packaging.
That is the most annoying but cool packaging ever.
It's the pain to open it up. We barely ever play it because you have to unfold like 4 panels of it and then put them all back together in the right order, or else you screw it up.
That's a great album too. Everybody should pick it up.
Awesome. So any last words for fans who haven't gotten the album yet, or who are
if you are just hearing about Too Late the Hero, go to toolatethehero.com. We got
Too Late.
Music, pictures. That's the easiest way to connect to our Facebook and all of our Twitters and all that stuff. So like us, follow us, and all that stuff. toolatethehero.com.
So it's not too late to check out Too Late the Hero?
It's not too late to check out Too Late the Hero.
Excellent. Well, thank you.
All right, thank you.